Alright, my friends, we're going to start with economics, an intro to what economics is. So you'll see this page in your OneNote. Make sure you fill in the notes for each section as we go, okay? Starting with the warm-up. So try answering these questions. What does barter mean? Why did humans start to barter? What items have been used to barter throughout history? Why did these change over time, these items, and what things do we barter today? So pause this video, record your answers for the warm-up, and then I'm going to go over some of the answers I have. So pause it now. Your answer shouldn't be exactly word for word the same as what I have. Pause it now, and then when you're ready, unpause. Alright, so if we were actually in class, we'd discuss this, but what does it mean to barter? To trade, I'll give you that. Why did humans start bartering? It helped make life easier. People couldn't provide everything they needed for themselves because other people could have those resources. So, if I'm good at hunting but someone else is good at farming, I can't necessarily do both, so I'll trade the meat that I hunt for the crops that you produce, and so forth. Same goes with clothing, materials for shelter, and so forth. So what items have been used to barter throughout history? Shells, copper, coin, silver, gold, animals, beads, paper currency, which is money, sacks of barley. So a lot of things. Anything you trade, I'll give you this for that, it could be barter, okay? Why did these items change over time? Well, they became more lightweight, easier to carry, but also money becomes more universal. It used to be, I have this meat, you have this hammer, I need the hammer. We'll make an even trade. But if you don't have exactly what I need, then you're not getting what I need. With money, money can buy pretty much anything. So it's that universal thing that A, it's easier to carry around, but B, is something everybody wants, so it's going to always hold that value. So what things do we barter today, my friends? We use credit, debit cards, cash, bitcoins, goods, services. Alright, now, if you had $1,000, what would you spend it on? Good question. Okay, if you had to earn $1,000, how would you do it? And your responses to all this stuff relates to the idea of economy. What does economy mean? Where have you seen or heard this word in real life? It's basically how we utilize limited resources for unlimited wants, and so much of it deals with money. How we're going to utilize the money, earn money, use our money to get what we want. We have a limited supply of money, but unlimited things that we want. So, couple quick notes here. Everything we buy is the final product of thousands of people that working together, okay? So think about it. If you want a hamburger from Wendy's, we love Wendy's, you go into the store, you got somebody working on the register, somebody making the sandwich, somebody cooking the hamburger meat. But before that, you have somebody delivering all the food, the hamburger buns, the meat, and all that. But before that, you have a factory that helps produce those rolls. But before that, you have somebody who brings the flour and wheat to the factory. Before that, you have somebody who grows it all. So, and then you got the people that make the roads for the trucks to travel on to deliver the goods. So a single hamburger could be the result of thousands of people working together to create that. So products invented, designed, funded, resources are taken from the earth, processed, shipped, factories manufacture, package, and ship that product, and advertisements are created to get people to buy the product. Jobs are created around the world utilizing all this. Again, this part's not in the notes, but one single product could be the combined effort of literally thousands of people. And then that product costs 99 cents. So it's an amazing thing, really. So everything we buy or sell can be divided into two categories. You have goods, that's products, tangible products that you buy, a broom, a coat, a hamburger, or whatever that is. And services, services people provide in order to make your life a little bit easier. So, a waiter, somebody cleaning up a household, a maid, janitor, maintenance people, their services, massage place, service. Okay, so now to the notes. Okay, goods are going to be tangible or touchable items that can be bought or sold. So electronics, clothing, vehicles, vehicles, food, that sort of thing. So think about certain goods that you know of and write some examples down on your own. Services, that's going to be help or work provided by others. The intangible products, intangible actions people perform. So police, mechanics, doctors, mailmen. Again, in your notes, write down what are some services that you could think of that maybe are not listed here. Okay, like your boy Mr. Bain, teacher. An industry is all businesses that are related to a certain type of good or service. So an auto industry could be the car sales lot, when you go to a sales lot to buy a car. Could be the repair shop. Could be the factory that manufactures the cars. Could be the company that transports the cars. They're all part of the automobile industry. So that's what industry is. The music industry, what would go in that? You know, you go into places that produce music albums, music studios, concerts, all that. Anything related to music, instrument stores would be in the music industry. Agriculture industry. Aviation deals with airlines. Tech industry. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, capital is any man-made object needed to make a product or perform a service. So capital is, in this class, we're going to look at it as tools, money, buildings, computers, things needed to make the product or perform the service. That's capital. Things needed for that means of production. You need money to buy those means of production. Now, in a regular economics class, money would not be considered capital. Okay, because money doesn't actually produce anything. It gives you the means to produce something, to buy something for production, but it doesn't actually produce anything. So even though it says money is capital here, in an actual economics course, money would not be capital. And then the last factor of production is entrepreneur. And that is a person who takes the risk and starts up business in hopes of a profit. So make sure you get that in your notes. Is that risk taker who's going to work to start that profit. Ladies and gentlemen, the last thing on here is economy. And this is the way goods and services are produced in a place. How are you going to make it? How are you going to sell it? How are you going to get people to buy it? Okay, who makes it? Okay, these are some of the economic questions that we look to answer. So I'm going to stop this set of notes and you're going to go on to the next activity below.